No one told me this skill would land me my first software development job. But before I tell you what this is, let me share some other skills that you will need to land your first software development job. Skill number 1, learn Agile Development. In particular, I would suggest learning Scrum Agile. Scrum Agile is implemented in so many companies these days on how to structure teams for software development. In particular, I would suggest learning the different roles in Scrum Agile, such as product owners, Scrum Master, technical writers, as well as learning what the meetings are in Scrum, such as stand-ups, sprint review, sprint planning, product backlog meetings, and as well as retrospectives. One caveat I hear a lot online is that stand-ups are a bane of people's existence. I really have no issues with stand-ups. Stand-ups, if you don't know what they are, they're just like a 10-minute session every morning where you just describe what you did the day before and the day after. My team at the company I work with, it's super easy. There's no pressure. I don't feel bad if I didn't get as much progress done in the day before. That happens. Skill number 2. Wait a second, before we go to skill number 2, hit that subscribe button to help the channel out. I also have built my own subscriber counter so I will see it live. And if you want your own subscriber counter, watch my how-to video that you'll find on my channel. Now back to skill number 2. Learn one object-oriented programming language. In my case, I learned Java. In particular, Java is actually really good for me because my job works in C#, and translating from Java to C# was super easy. In fact, I actually had zero experience with C# prior to getting my job. All I knew was Java. But because of the similarities between Java and C#, it was an easy transition and the employer didn't care. Skill number 3, learn SQL for a relational database. Most companies are using relational databases still today, and they will at least expect some sort of variant of SQL on your resume. In my case, I knew a little bit of SQLite, as well as PostgreSQL, as well as MS SQL. There's so many different variations. In my university, we ended up going through a few of those throughout different projects. If you have any extra time and you want to spice up your resume, you can go right at it and try and learn a non-relational database language. But in particular, the must-have that you need to do is get a SQL-related language on your resume. Skill number 4, and this is a must. You have to learn Git as a version control language. Git will allow you to collaborate with all of the other developers in the industry. Git is a great version control system. I actually don't really know of any others because Git is pretty much the standard in the industry. The way I would go about learning Git is I would start making some small projects and then start publishing those projects on Git. Create branches, create pull requests, do some peer reviews on your pull request. Learn what a peer review is. Understand the whole process between leaving a comment, resolving the comment, approving the pull request. And then once you've got that down, you can definitely add that to your resume. It will look great. You can also link your Git repo on your resume as well. Just show off all of the projects that you have worked on prior to getting this job. Skill number 5. And finally, this is the skill that got me my job. And the way I know it got me my job is because my manager actually told me in person over a glass of beer. And this skill is be enthusiastic. Literally, in my interview, the reason why I got the job over the other developers wasn't because I was a better developer than them, wasn't because I had more skills on my resume. It was because I was enthusiastic and I looked like I could work in a team well. That is probably the most important thing as a developer, is learning to work in a team and having a positive attitude. It doesn't matter if you're the best developer out there, and by far I knew many great developers in university that just lacked on the people skills. And as a result, they would struggle to communicate with other developers on sharing work or sharing a project over Git. And as a result, it would hinder their progress. In this case, employers specifically look for that. They're looking for someone that's enthusiastic, that's excited to work, that can communicate well, and that can work in a team. So there you have it. 5 key skills on landing your first software development job. If this video helped you in any way, please hit that like button and don't forget to hit subscribe.